struggle is real at every socioeconomic class that you go in if you are black. The struggle is real. They were calling Barack Obama, Michelle, they were calling them monkeys. When blackness and the experience you have as a black person in America, the racism may look differently. You might get dogged out in a 5-star restaurant instead of on the corner, but you still gonna get dogged, right? I mean, it still is. And so one of the things that annoys me about us as a people is that we think that there's these fractions, like, oh, he ain't really real, or they won't do it. I believe that some people cope. I have to believe some people cope by not admitting what's happening.
The truth, yeah.
I mean, everything, if you're living as a black person, you're living the black experience. I think one thing that very much has really pissed me off is seeing people who like, oh, that person's not really black. Like, what the hell does that mean?
I don't know what that means.
Right? Like that is so ignorant to me. Like, that person's not really black, or that person's not really down. And I'm like, people are struggling and fighting. Some people. Now, on the other hand, let me be really real. I was in Jack and Jill.
Same.
My kids were in Jack and Jill. I'm an AKA. What's real is that y'all probably wouldn't even know that about me, because I think that some people are in it and some people are of it.
Okay.
Some people, they identify everything with it. You can't talk to them and they're not talking about it, because for them, it is their whole personality. They see, like, when I had my kids, I never thought about putting them in Jack and Jill because we lived in D.C. I mean, why do I need it? Because I just need my kids to be around black people. When we moved to California and we moved to Marin County, which is super white, I said, I need to put my kids in Jack and Jill because it's there to help families, have their kids around.
Talk about it.
Right. So, and it was really helpful for my kids. I mean, it was helpful for me because, the reality is you consider yourself middle class or above. Sometimes you go to these neighborhoods which have the best schools, or if you put your kid in middle school or in a private school, they're one of a few. So you're trying to get your kid to be around black people. So that's why you join the clubs. Most of us, well, I would say maybe half of us. The other half,
Talk about them.
The other half, whether in all the clubs, for them it signifies I've made it. I am wealthy.
It's a status symbol.
It is a status symbol. They don't give a damn about none of it. So they're gonna make sure that every time you see them, they got on something that signifies that they're that. Every time they talk about something, it's gonna signify that they're that. I mean, everything is that to them because it is so much a part of their self-esteem. Now, those people want to be considered, to me, the 10th. They want to be considered the bougie. They do not want to identify with blackness as a whole. They do believe that they have earned something or made it out of something and they lack a connection.
Right.
And those people get on my nerves.
Right.
I mean, frankly, one of the reasons I left one of my memberships was because this is when a lot of black men were being murdered. I think Sandra Bland also around that time had been murdered. And I went to a conference and they were literally having these deep conversations about like tablecloth colors or was white, should we wear white stockings or whatever it was. And I'm like, we're an organization of almost 20,000 or whatever it was. And this is what we're doing? This is what we're doing. And we wrote a show. We should have a power, and if we consider ourselves the ones who have made it in a certain way, then that should even more so make us like, okay, this is what we're doing. We ain't, okay, don't y'all walk in here with this kind of suit. We ain't wearing this brand like Jamal Bryant, like what he's doing, right? I love it. And there's a lot of people like that in these organizations. A lot. And they're great. And they have a purpose. But there are people with it, like what would be in any organization. So it's not dogging the organizations. People who are there just to be considered that they've made it.
They're elite.
They're elite. They want to be elite. And that's what it is.